All right, welcome to today's episode. My name is Robert, and welcome to another Reminder Note episode of the Understandable podcast. Today we have a new setup, as you can see, brand new microphone stand, because we definitely want to start some interviews soon, but more about that later. Today I want to talk about a topic in this Reminder Note episode, and the topic is, pretty cheesy, I would say, but let me explain first. So the topic is what being present actually means. And when you just hear someone talking about, you have to be present in the actual moment, right? In my ears, it's always like I shut down, because I think like, I heard that like 100,000 times before. But what that actually means to be present is what I experienced in the past year, something completely different than what I was thinking it would be. So being present, what does that mean? Like, I always thought that means I have to be focused on that given moment, because the only moment we have that is true is the current one. So we are not living in the past and we are not living in the future, that's for sure. The only moment we have is this one. But what does that actually mean to be in that certain moment? So a couple years ago, I listened to a biography, an audiobook. And it's the biography of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You probably know him. And I remember being outside on a warm summer evening, and I was like collecting berries because I wanted to do jam. And while collecting berries, just in peace, in that evening in July, I was listening to that audiobook. And at some point in that biography, the reader on Audible was saying a specific sentence that Arnold wrote down in his biography. And the sentence Arnold was saying was, "What I always did in life was always going on." I just thought like, wow, that resonates so well with me, because I always had difficulties with continuously going on, because I was always pretty sticky with my thoughts when I was in the future or I was in the past, right? I'm always like somewhere else, but not actually in a moment which continuously goes on. So the more and more I thought about it, the more I realized that exactly that meaning of that sentence, I always go on with life. I am never sticky, or I'm never stuck with an emotion, is what actually means to be in the present moment. And now I close the circle. Why is that? So that is why when we try to be in that given specific present moment we have right now, when you listen to this, you're in that exact moment. When we pause and remain here, we're already in the past. What actually means to be present in the actual moment means continuously going on. Because what I said like 20 seconds before is already in the past. For you and for me as well. Of course, I can go back there, I can re-listen it, but the original moment, the second it was recorded, is already in the past. Being present in the here and now, in that moment, does actually mean to continuously going on with present moment, because there is present moment after present moment. It's an always moving on thing, the present moment. It is not a specific second which you could pause on. So, and this is why it is so important to always continue living, especially when you feel, and that is something I really struggled with in the past. When I really felt something, whether it was a positive or a negative emotion, I just got stuck in it, and I really felt like being with that emotion and not being able to let it go, instead of just living it, experiencing it through my being present, and then going on and being able to experience the next emotions. Because life is always going on and on and on and on and on, and there's always a new present moment with new experiences, with new stimuli that want to be experienced. I really felt like some kind of relief when I experienced that the first time, like really seeing what it actually means to live in the present moment, but also letting go and continuing with the next present moment and the next present moment and the next present moment. So I'm pretty curious, what do you think about the whole concept of going on with life, going on and continuing experiencing present moments after present moment? Definitely let me know in the comments here on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen. Also, make sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform. And I see and speak to you in the next episode.